Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Foreigner Escapes to the Philippines. I'm Edward, and we're going to walk around a little bit today, the property. I'm going to show you front of the house near the road, and then go through maybe some of the pool system with you if you're interested in having a pool of your own, or just interested in a little bit more about the maintenance of a swimming pool. So follow me over here. We'll make our way toward the front. And this is a portion of the front of the house there with the lions and the driveway that goes around from the entrance into the driveway. It's just like a circular, come in, the gates over there, and then we park in the carport area here, and then continue out the gate to the left up there. This is a little Sari Sari store I was telling you in the previous episode. This is coming in our service door in the back. We sell all kinds of, little niceties that you can find in most convenience stores. Nails, we sell nails, all kinds of school supplies for children, bleach. They call it Zondrox here. And then, sardines, canned goods, just, some of the small things, diapers, cups. We sell some alcohol. Mostly rum here is the favorite. We sell soap, chips, candies, reverse osmosis water, and 5-gallon containers here that go in dispensers. That's quite popular. Everyone seems to want to use that instead of the city water. They figure it's less dangerous as far as contaminants and stuff, which it probably is. But you never do get to see their filtering system and how well they maintain it either. So I'm always skeptical of everything. So yeah, and then we got, like, say, school supplies, crackers, batteries, alcohol, kalafo. That's a favorite that my mother-in-law always used to drink before she passed away last year. And then Tandawai rum. That's always a favorite. A lot of people like that. And we have a refrigerator here and a freezer, so we sell ice. So that's one of the only places around that sells ice. So we sell it for 4 pesos per tube of ice. Then beer and soft drinks, of course, we keep cold, and we're one of the only ones too that at least this far out in the jungle that have cold drinks, so that's quite popular. The two varieties of beer here is the Red Horse, of course, and that comes in the grande bottle. It's 4,000 or 1,000 milliliters, which is probably, I don't know, maybe 2.5 to 3 cans of a 12-ounce beer. We just serve different sizes, a 500 milliliter too. It's like a 16 ounce. Then, of course, different drinks. I used to drink Heineken. I backed off of drinking so much. Since I've been retired, I drank probably too much. It's just not good, especially when you start to get older. You should really back off of the alcohol. It doesn't help your health. So, when you're excited when you retire, and then you start to relax, have a few beers here and there, and then it gets to be too much if you don't watch yourself. A lot of other foreigners I hear on these channels feel the same way. It's great for a little while, but it gets old, and then you need to start, getting your head straight. So I don't drink hardly at all anymore. And here's the 2 vehicles that we bought over the years since I've been here. Toyota Hiace van. It's a diesel. That was approximately 2.2 million when we paid for it brand new, but that's 5 years old now, so I don't know what it's worth now, probably half of that, you know. I've only had to replace the tires and the battery since I bought it 5 years ago, so it's a real nice van. I love it. I might even sell it here because we hardly ever use it. We mostly use just the truck now, so yeah, it's a 9-passenger. Oh, I have one of my metal detectors in here for detecting gold. It's going to be coming up here pretty soon once the dry season starts too. But here's my bongo, and we had a little advertisement there for the swimming pool, 99 pesos for swimming, and you know, it's, I don't know if you've been in the Philippines or been in the ocean anywhere trying to swim. There's so many garbage floating around in the pool or in the oceans these days. Garbage and, you know, algae and stuff that's real dirty. It's hard to have a nice day at the beach anymore, almost no matter where you are in the world. Some areas get lucky and are nice, and because they have a lot of restrictions, but it's hard, it's tough. Even, I mean, Philippines, I was shocked. It's one of the worst places in the world in some areas, especially close to the cities, of course. The pollution is terrible, and they never watched out for it or never had any controls on it for years, and it's still like that, but it is starting to get better. The last 2-3 years, I've been noticing government programs and stuff trying to teach the people how to be, you know, don't litter, and trying to clean up their messes and stuff. So hopefully it gets better. So anyways, the only answer to that is swimming pool, right? I mean, I spend lots and lots of hours a day, you know, keeping the pool clean, you know, filtering, and it takes a long time. It's a lot of work if you know anything about it. Let me show you real quick outside the exit gate here. We had the guys come by and trim the grass this morning. Looks real nice now. We just got to pick up some. There's the front again. So yeah, it's looking good. It's a Saturday. Usually people are coming in here right about now wanting to swim, but I haven't seen anyone yet. The weather hasn't been that great. It's kind of mostly cloudy today. So let me run you through all my pool equipment and stuff real quick, just to get you tuned up on that if you're interested. Of course, this is, if you know anything about pools, this is a floaty. Put chlorine tablets in that, and that just floats around the pool, and the tablets dissolve into the water. And then this side here is 6 foot deep, and then most of the center area is 5 foot, and then over by the line, that's a 4 foot deep area. And one of the big, you know, draws for people around here that love this pool is these windows I put in. Clear glass. It's 1 inch thick. It's 2 half-inch pieces of glass, laminated, safety glass, laminated, super strong. And I did my own engineering on laying it in with stainless angle iron into the concrete, and putting a super high density foam around the edge of it, so you know it has a cushion all the way around the edge of it. So it turned out real good. No problem so far, thank goodness, because that would be a big job if it ever broke. But that's a big one. People, you know, go down under the water and they take photos and stuff from this side. They have a real good time doing that. So let's go down into the basement. I got 2 of the pumps running right now. got 3 pumps, two of them are running right now. Pump number 1 is in the far side, and that's a chlorinator. So it goes, this whole side of the wall here is discharge. So that's where it goes out into the pool, and then this whole side here coming from the pool drops is the suction. So this is floor drains, the 2 main floor drains, and then 2 vacuum for vacuuming the floor of the pool. And we do that almost every day to keep it clean. Of course, you have to do that. And then I got 2 valves and lines coming off the infinity wall, so when the water comes over the side of the infinity wall, it goes into a suction drain and back in through the pumps. And then this is the 2 skimmers. There's 2 skimmers that skim off the top of the water and get filtered before it even gets down to the pumps here. So pump number 1 and 2 are running right now, and then they go suction, then up the top, discharge, over, and then into the filter. The filter housing and the filter inside there, and it gets filtered, and then goes back to the pool, off the discharge side. And I have lots of different drops. I have a dump where I can dump all the water on the pool with the pumps. That goes, you know, if I have to drop the water for any reason. Then I have all these drops that's inside the pool at different levels. You know, infinity wall, south side. And then this here feeds deck jets, little spouts that come up and go down and back into the pool. The kids love that. That was quite an engineering feat trying to figure that out too, but it worked out real well. I'm real happy with it. So I got four deck jets here with drops that go down, and then the north side, and then I got water that comes out the top of the lion here, and then the waterfall. That's a big pillar thing in the middle of the pool. That's a big waterfall. This goes up to the top, brings water to the top, and the water falls off. So it's all this is my own design. It wasn't easy. I got drawings and everything but I got experience from before. So if you've been around pool systems, they're pretty much all the same as far as the dynamics of your engineering. So it's just a matter of figuring out your plumbing into the space that you have available. So it's not too bad. And then these 2 big tanks here are for my fresh water supply. So this here line here comes from the city. That's my municipal water, and there's a float in that tank. And then when that tank's full, it goes into this tank, and then if both tanks are full, the float shuts the water off. And then this line here goes to this pump, it's a jet pump that goes to my water well. So I have a fresh water supply in case I want to stop all municipal water coming in, and I have my own fresh water well. And it's good water. I should actually use it all the time, but I don't have an automatic float system for that pump yet, so that would be manual. Every time the tanks would get low, I'd have to come out here and manually turn on this pump to fill them up. So it's kind of just my backup for now. Then here's the inline filter system I was telling you about the other day. This is a pre-filter and a carbon filter. So utility pumps take the water from the stainless tanks through the pumps, through the filters, and then back out to my buildings. Here's the chef kitchen building with the laundry. Here's the house, and here's the tower. So it's all plumbed in. And this one here, I can open up this valve anytime I want to supply more fresh water to the swimming pool. If the water starts getting low, I can add to it. Which once or twice a week I do that, because there's so much rain, at least in this last rainy season, it keeps it full all the time. You got to watch your pH in the pool, but the pH is pretty darn good here. It's not too acidic. It's pretty close to neutral, so that's a blessing because I save on chlorine. I don't have to have as much chlorine. Also, what I do to help myself with chlorine is I have these diodes. They're copper diodes inside the stream of the water, and that lets out copper particles. You can't see them, they're microscopic, and they kill probably 30 to 50% of the biomatter that's in the pool, so that's even less chlorine that you have to use. So you don't even smell the chlorine because it's such a small amount because of that copper. So it really helps out big time. I'm really happy. I discovered that several years back in Las Vegas, and it works really good. Okay, well, we're about the 15-minute mark here, so that's kind of the pool equipment tour. So take care until next time. So long.